Hi friends, Caitlin here. Welcome to today's class. We're doing a chair yoga class for mobility, strength, and balance. All you'll need for today's class is your favorite sturdy chair without wheels, a yoga mat, blocks, and maybe a blanket or two to help you with today's practice. I'll give you a moment to grab these items before we get started. If you need a little bit longer, no worries. Just pause the video, and when we come back, we'll be ready to start class. Welcome back. We're going to get started today. I invite you to bring yourself out to the edge of your chair. Feet come comfortably on the ground. Your hands can sit on the thighs or hang out beside the hips. Roll the shoulders back as we begin to find our center and our ground. Just take a breath in. Notice how the body feels, how the room feels, any noises or sounds that surround you, what the temperature of the room might be. Continuing with the breath here today. Maybe allowing the inhale to draw a little deeper. As we exhale a little softer. Keep breathing in and out gently and softly. Maybe trying to bring a 5 count to the inhale and a 5 count to the exhale. Filling the ribs and opening them up, the belly opens. The exhale, belly softens, ribs gently hug back in, chest falls. Repeat the same breath at your own pace. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, now is a beautiful time to do so. Find our last few rounds of breath. And if you've softened the eyes or closed them with these rounds of breath, we begin to bring the awareness back to the room. Softly and gently opening the eyes. Welcome back, friends. You can now turn the hands down if they happen to be turned up. We'll bring the hands to the thighs. We'll bring ourselves up nice and tall. Once again, rolling the shoulders back and down the spine, opening up through the chest. We'll inhale once more. With the exhale, we'll drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Holding for a count of 2. When I say count, it's generally breath, so it's a long count. So I invite you to take 2 breaths here. Inhale, roll up through center, nice and tall again, tapping back into that spine. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, rise up through center. We're gonna exhale over to the right. The same exhale, we drop the chin to the chest. We'll bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Begin the inhale as we come back around. We'll continue to find 4 more circles here at your own breath pace, nice and slow. Breath will be our guide throughout today's practice. Anytime you find yourself confused on where to go next, just think back to the breath and begin to breathe. Once you've reached your 5th, we'll exhale and find the clockwise head rotation. As you find your 5th circle here, you just come back to neutral and wait. Now that we have all made it back, we're going to inhale the arms, sweep them overhead. Exhale, just let them go. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, sweep them low. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, let go. Inhale, tall. Exhale, let go. 2 more. We inhale, arms up overhead. Once more, we'll bring the hands together. Gentle side bend. We'll inhale up through center. Gentle side bend to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we're going to cactus those arms. Gentle back bend here. Nothing strenuous, just a little opening of the chest. Inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale, we'll release the hands back down. Take a breath here. Allow that to settle in, the movement we just had. We'll inhale, arms once more overhead. This time we're going to twist, and as we twist, we'll let the hands fall down. The left hand's going to come to the left knee, to the right knee or the thigh. Right hand will come behind and maybe grab the back of the chair or the hip. Just taking a few breaths here. Inhale, we find a little more length through the spine. As we exhale, we'll release. Bring the arms up overhead again. Twist. Exhale, we find the same movement on the opposite side. Taking our last breath here, find a nice tall spine. Exhale, release. Bringing the hands to the knees, we're gonna find some nice cat-cow here seated. As we inhale, we rock the pelvis forward, press the belly out, open through the chest, gaze goes towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, cat. And just continue with the movement here. Continue to breathe, using your breath as the guide. Using the feet firmly planted in front of you as ground. Coming back up, we'll take our last few rounds of cat-cow. 2 more breaths. And with your next inhale, come back to neutral. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. One more nice breath here. And we'll begin to make circles with the body. Your range of motion, your reach today. Using the hands as some support. Trying to keep a nice flat spine here, really moving from the low spine, the torso. Trying not to arch. Try not to arch. Try and lengthen the spine. Switch directions. Again, grounding through the feet here. Continue around for a few more rolls. Awesome. Coming back into our center. I'm going to inhale, bring the shoulders up and back. Up and back. Up and roll them back down, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine, then back up towards the ears. Switch directions, roll them up and forward. One direction always feels more awkward, more catchy. Forward is definitely that one for me. I always catch. Two more cycles of breath. Coming back into a nice tall spine, we're going to inhale, swoop both hands up overhead. We're going to exhale, bring that right hand down to the chair, extend strong through the left and extend through that hip, creating nice space here between the ribs and the side body. Maybe leaning a little if you have some extra space there. Managing the balance, keeping balanced, using the feet as a ground, pressing through the feet here. We'll inhale, rise up, bringing both arms up overhead. Exhale over to the other side. make it dynamic now. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up through center. Exhale to the right. Switch sides. Continue switching, using your breath as the pace, keeping the spine nice and tall. One more cycle, both sides. Come up through center this time. We're going to exhale, find the twist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Nice and gentle. Know and listen to the body. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, you go to the other side. Last round. Exhale, release the legs to the thighs, or the hands to the thighs. We're going to begin to work on our legs, getting our legs moving. Who's ready? I am. I'm ready. So, options here. You're going to find the edge of your seat again. We're going to begin lifting the thighs up. So you can hold the seat, you can put your hands to your thighs, whatever is comfortable under the thighs. Keep a nice tall spine. We inhale, lift that right leg. 1. Exhale, 2. Switching sides with the breath here. Inhale, rise, exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, exhale, lower. How high can you raise the knee? Keep at it. You're doing wonderful. Great job, friends. Marching in place. Continue marching. You've got this. Getting those legs into movement here. Last 2 sets. Last one. Great job. Let's take a breath. Allow the back to relax. Maybe rolling over the knees here, a little bit of a fold. Take a few breaths. Maybe the fold's not for you. You're always welcome to stay seated. Grounding through the feet and just opening the body here for a nice breath. All right, let's come back to neutral. Coming back to neutral, we just take our next few rounds of breath. This time we're gonna extend the right leg out in front. We're gonna inhale, rise up. 1, 2, 3, ready to do 20 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on to the chair if you need to. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful job. Bring that right leg back under. We'll take a breath or two. Breathe deep. Exhale slow. You're doing great. We'll take the inhale. We're going to send that left leg out in front. Find our grab again if you need, or you can hold the thighs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Find your range. 9, 10. You're doing wonderful. Halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, last 2, 19, and 20. Great job, guys. We made it. Take a breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let it go. Find a few more rounds of breath here. Wonderful. Coming back into our breath, coming back to our practice. We're going to extend both feet out. Make sure you're nice and stable here on the chair, grounding through the feet, so not so far that you can't hold yourself. We'll inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, extend out and fold. Nice little forward fold here. Take a few breaths. You can always use the blocks as support in this moment to help bring your hands up to you. You can also use your shins. Blocks here to support. Inhale, rise up. This next few poses, we are going to come to standing and support ourselves here with the chair. So you may need to turn your chair. I don't have enough space to get behind mine. I'm going to turn it so that you guys can see the poses better. So I'm gonna just keep my chair. I want you guys to be able to see how I do a couple of these poses. So the first one is gonna be our mountain pose. We'll do each of these ones together and then we'll have a little bit of a flow together with it all. So mountain pose, or extended mountain. You can use the chair here for your hand, one of your hands. We're going to bring the feet as comfortable distance apart or together, whatever works for you. We'll inhale. We're going to bring the pelvis into neutral. Roll the shoulders back, maybe grabbing the chair at this point. We're going to inhale, swoop the hands overhead. Nice and supported. So your free hand comes overhead. We'll breathe. Exhale, we release. What we do on one side, we must do on the other. So take a few steps or turn around. You can simply turn. I want to stay facing you guys, so I'm going to switch sides of the chair here. Same thing, find your comfortable distance, find your balance, neutral pelvis, roll the shoulders back. At that point you can grab your chair. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. If you're feeling confident today and balanced, we can send the other arm overhead. Support yourself in your practice. Exhale, release. Another option for this would be to come to your chair if maybe balance isn't for you today. You can come completely to the chair. Swoop the arms overhead, extend the legs out, nice and tall. You can always use the one hand to hold. There are some options for mountain pose, extended mountain pose, or supported extended mountain pose. Another option today we're gonna have is our warrior two. Here you can use the chair. This is why I needed the chair switched, but I didn't need it at the same time. So option one today for warrior two, we come and just gently separate the feet using the chair. We rise up, and then we can open. Using the chair as our guide, you can open. Other option, and probably our best option for our warrior two, and the one that I'm going to demo as we move through, is our seated warrior two. So you in your seat at the front edge, as we've been the whole class, kind of on the edge of our seat. You bring one leg out to the side, and we can kick the other leg out behind, remaining seated, swooping up overhead. And then we can open for warrior two. This is the demo I will be using through the class. You're more than welcome, if you're strong in your body today, to go ahead and take a standing position and just use the chair as extra stability. All right, here we go. We're gonna start in our mountain pose. Arms swoop overhead. Roll the shoulders down the spine. Nice, strong core. We're gonna exhale, pivot on that right foot, send the left foot out behind, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, we open through the arms, chest turns towards the long edge of the mat or towards the front of the chair. We'll revolve, sending that arm up overhead. Exhale, back to warrior two, coming back to our warrior one, and back to our mountain pose. Arms relax. We'll take the breath, or two. We're gonna go to the other side now. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, we move the left foot out. Swoop the right foot behind, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, revolve. Coming back to our warrior two. We turn towards warrior one, arms float overhead. Pivot back to our mountain pose. Release the hands, take the breath. We're gonna do 3 more rounds, and then we'll be moving on to our cool down. You're doing wonderful, friends. Stick in there. Movement is a journey. All right, round 2. Gonna kick the feet out, arms swoop overhead. Exhale over, kick that left foot behind, warrior one. Exhale into our warrior two, opening through the chest, hands are horizontal. Inhale, we revolve. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Twist the body, warrior one. We come back to our mountain. From mountain, we bring the left foot out, kick the right foot behind, arms float overhead. Nice and strong. Exhale, warrior two. Bringing the gaze over those front fingers, those left fingers. Inhale, we drop the right hand, left hand floats overhead. Reverse warrior. Exhale back down to warrior two. Return body, find warrior one. Twist to the top of the mat. We take a breath. Send the feet out in front, arms glide overhead. We turn on the right, kick the left foot behind, nice and strong, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, revolve. Exhale, back to warrior two. Twist the waist, inhale the arms overhead, warrior one. We come back through center. Going to the other side, step the left foot out, kick the right foot behind, warrior one. Exhale, open through the chest, warrior two. Inhale, we revolve. Exhale, back to warrior two. Bring that front hand or the back hand forward. Inhale, arms overhead. We turn and come to the front of our chair. We take the breath. Next round, kick the feet out. Inhale, arms overhead. Step the right foot over. Kick the left foot behind. Warrior one. Exhale, open in the chest and those right fingers forward. Gaze goes over the right fingers. Warrior two. Inhale, kick up the right arm. Use the left one as a prop. Warrior three. Exhale back, warrior two. I'm sorry, reverse warrior. Now warrior two. Inhale, we bring the arms overhead. Warrior one as we twist towards the right side of our mat. Exhale back through center. Switching to the left. We hold in warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Gaze goes over those left fingers. Inhale, we send the left hand high, using the right hand to the chair. We revolve. Exhale, back to warrior two. Bring the back hand to the front. Arms float overhead, warrior one. Coming back through center, into our mountain pose. We exhale, release, we take a breath. One more round. Using the breath here to catch up. Nice deep inhale, long, slow exhale. All right, coming back to our practice, we inhale, or coming back to our flow, we inhale, arms overhead. Nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. We move the right leg out to the right side. Left leg out to the left, warrior one. Exhale, open through the chest, warrior two. Inhale, we revolve, right hand flows overhead, left hand comes to the chair. Exhale, back to our warrior two. Bring that back left hand toward the front, right. Inhale, arms overhead, warrior one. Twist and switch sides. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Last bit. Inhale, we revolve. Exhale, we come back to warrior two. Bring that right hand up to the front side, left side. Inhale, warrior one. Twist back, mountain pose. Bring the hands down. Great job. We are going to come back to standing for a little bit of balance. Balance, again, is a journey, so celebrate your small wins today. Does not have to be perfect. We do not expect it to be, but but we're gonna try. We're gonna do a little bit of balance. So 2 options here. I will be using a chair because I don't have a wall nearby that I can use. If you do have a wall, feel free or comfortable to use the wall. We're gonna find the 3 corners or 4 corners of that right foot. That is your big toe ball mount, the pinky toe ball mount, and either 1 or 2 corners on the heel. And you're gonna find somewhere pretty to look that is non-moving. Maybe a picture of your favorite loved one on the wall, or your favorite painting, your favorite plant, just something to gaze at. Once you've found those 3 corners of that right foot, we're gonna bring our left toes into that right ankle, calf, or inner thigh, your choice today. I'm gonna be using my calf. My one caveat here is try not to use the knee joint. Try not to use it. Once you're ready, you'll come into your chair pose or into your tree pose. You can use the chair as balance. If at any point today you feel like you have great balance, you might lift the hand and just have the hand here. If you're against the wall, same thing. Let the hand off the wall, but have the wall there if you need it. And we're going to start. So prepare. Big toe ball mount, pinky toe ball mount, heel. Bring the left foot into the right leg. Find your balance, and we balance. Continue finding somewhere non-moving for your gaze. Perfect, wonderful job. Great job trying. Every day it'll get a little bit better. Continue to try. It's just something that's easy to do on your own. You don't have to have any equipment. Just find a wall or a chair and balance for a few moments. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Switching sides of my chair, we're gonna do the opposite side. Same thing, we'll find the 3 corners of that left foot, big toe ball mount, pinky toe ball mount. Send your right foot into that left leg, and we balance. Maybe raising the hand a little off of the chair or the wall. Maybe bringing the toes a little off of the floor. And exhale, release. Wonderful job. You all did great. Great job. Again, do this daily. Balance is one of the key indicators of health, and the better we balance, the more healthy or the more long our life might be. We're going to come back to our chair, finding ourselves nice and comfortable. Again, bringing our bottoms out to the edge of the chair. Couple options here as we come into our recovery portion of the class. Gentle reminder, if it doesn't feel good in your body, back off to where it does. That means as we come into this forward fold, if for any reason it's hurting the low back or anything like is painful, please make sure to accommodate and bring yourself back up. You can always bring the hands to the thighs or blocks to on the floor. Just comfort is the main idea here. We'll inhale, arms overhead, nice and tall. We'll exhale, hinging from the hips, coming and draping the belly and chest across the thighs. And then slowly releasing again. You can use those blocks on the ground in front. They have 2 settings. They have a high, and they have a low, and then they have a flat. So I guess 3 settings. Use what works for you today. Maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just bringing the hands to the hips and being here. Inhale, rise up nice and slow, all the way up. Just with the hands overhead. Coming back into that little twist that we did earlier, you open up nice and wide. Exhale, release, bring the arms back overhead, and let's twist to the other side. Exhale, release. For our final bit of class, you're going to come into a seated meditation. I encourage you or allow you to find the most comfortable place on your seat. You can bring the whole body back to the seat and find the back of the chair. You can simply remain fully seated but with your back released. Hands can come down by the sides to the lap. Feet will be uncrossed in front of us. If you're comfortable, you can soften the gaze or close the eyes. Bring the chin potentially slightly down towards the chest, kind of bowing the head. And take some breaths together here. We'll begin with an inhale through the nose. Nice and deep, filling the chest, the ribs, the belly. Exhale softly, the belly softens, the ribs weave back together, the chest falls. Inhale through the nose, filling the body entirely with air. And we exhale nice and slow. Inhale once more, maybe a little hold as you reach the expanse that you have, and we exhale slowly. If you set an intention for your practice today, it's a beautiful time to bring that back to your mind. If you didn't set an intention, it's a beautiful time to set one, to say a short prayer. I will be going silent for just a few moments to allow you to reflect on your practice, your intention. And for any reason remaining with your eyes closed is not for you today, you can silently open the eyes and remain quiet as we finalize the class. Option 2, if you are into journaling, to maybe transition to journaling quietly. begin to reawaken the breath. Gently blink the eyes open if they've been closed. Coming back to a softened gaze. We'll find some gentle movements in our fingers and toes. Maybe a flex to the wrist and ankles. And bends to the knees and elbows. When you're ready, we'll take our breath together, inhaling arms overhead. We'll exhale hands through heart center. Thank you for coming to practice today with me in this chair mobility and flexibility class. It's wonderful to have you here, friend. Have a wonderful day.